prepare yourself to receive a profound message from your guardian angels, one that illuminates an encounter you may have dismissed as ordinary but which carries far greater meaning than you realized in the moment. Recently, you crossed paths with an individual who stirred something within you, someone whose presence awakened an inexplicable connection that you could neither define nor ignore. What you may not know is that this stranger experienced the same unmistakable spark, a subtle current of energy that drew your attention toward one another with surprising clarity. According to your guardian angels, this was not a random occurrence but a divinely aligned moment, an intersection of two paths meant to touch, retreat, and return again. They reveal that your journey with this person has not concluded, rather, it has only just begun, and your paths will cross again at an upcoming social event that holds possibility far beyond what you expect. As you reflect on that first encounter, allow yourself to recall the details that linger in your memory. Something about them, perhaps the depth of their gaze, the tone of their voice, the rhythm of their words, or simply the gentle weight of their presence, resonated with you in a way that felt strangely familiar. It may have felt as though time stretched slightly, allowing you to observe them with heightened awareness. Human connection often defies explanation, unfolding in a language without words, communicated through emotion, intuition, and subtle shifts in energy. This encounter, brief though it may have been, touched that unspoken language, leaving a quiet but undeniable imprint on your thoughts. The impression was soft but persistent, like the final note of a melody that continues to vibrate in the air long after the music stops. Your guardian angels ask you to consider why this moment stayed with you. What was it that caused this stranger to remain in your thoughts, returning unexpectedly at odd hours, as if your mind were trying to understand the significance of the moment? These reflections are meaningful, for they signal that your intuition recognized something before your conscious mind understood it. Some encounters are catalysts that shift the direction of our awareness, teaching us to pay attention to signals we typically overlook. This is one such encounter, and your angels encourage you to trust the instinct that told you the moment meant more than chance. The anticipation of seeing this person again can be as compelling as the encounter itself. You may find yourself wondering what will happen when your paths cross once more. Among the crowd at this upcoming event, will you recognize them instantly, as though no time has passed? Or will the memory unfold gradually, with a flash of familiarity rising only after your eyes meet again? These possibilities may stir both curiosity and excitement, reminding you that life often grants us second chances in ways we do not foresee. Your guardian angels advise you to remain attentive. The signals guiding you back to this person will not be loud or obvious, they will be subtle, intuitive, and perceptible only if you remain open. The event itself may appear to be just another social gathering, a routine moment in the flow of daily life, but beneath the surface, it holds the potential for a significant turning point. Connections that shape our lives rarely arrive with dramatic fanfare. Instead, they enter quietly, in ordinary settings, through ordinary interactions that become extraordinary only in hindsight. Approach this gathering with openness, allowing each interaction to unfold without expectation or pressure. The stranger you met is not the only potential point of connection in your life, but your angels emphasize that among all the faces in the room, one will stand out to you like a familiar story returning to its next chapter. Life's most meaningful moments often appear serendipitous, emerging when we least anticipate them. Consider how many times fate has nudged your path in ways you only recognized later: a timely conversation, a sudden change of plans, a seemingly insignificant choice that led to something far greater. Serendipity is the universe's quiet way of guiding us, shifting us gently toward experiences that shape our growth and understanding. Your encounter with this stranger was one such moment. What appeared to be a fleeting exchange, perhaps at a cafe, during a brief pause at an event, or in the midst of an ordinary day, was actually a thread woven intentionally into the tapestry of your life. The universe, in its subtlety, often orchestrates meetings that serve as turning points. Something about your encounter carried an energy that neither you nor the stranger could ignore. It may have felt like a magnetic pull, drawing you toward one another with ease and curiosity. The moment may have been brief, but the impact was lasting. This is because the experience touched the deeper layers of your awareness, the place where fate often communicates through intuition. Your angels assure you that the spark you felt was genuine and mutual. The stranger has not forgotten you. In fact, they have found themselves returning to that moment, replaying the exchange and wondering about the energy they sensed. They were captivated by something about you as well, your presence, your demeanor, your voice, or perhaps the way you engaged with them. Although the interaction may have been simple, it held meaning that neither of you fully understood at the time. For them, too, the encounter felt slightly paused in time, as though the world grew still for just a moment to allow your paths to align. That sensation, rare and unmistakable, is often a sign that two lives are meant to cross again. Your guardian angels reveal that this opportunity is approaching quickly. Fate often works quietly yet precisely, aligning moments that seem accidental but are anything but. The upcoming gathering is the setting for your reunion, a moment placed along your path with intention. The message delivered to you now exists so that when the moment comes, you recognize it. When you see this person again, the memory will return with clarity, a spark of recognition, a sudden recollection of the energy that passed between you, a feeling of alignment between past and present. These moments of recognition are the gateways through which deeper connections form. The stranger feels anticipation as well. They have wondered what it would be like to see you again, whether the spark they felt would still be present, whether the connection could deepen into something meaningful. Curiosity and excitement blend within them, creating an undercurrent of hope about what a second meeting might bring. They do not know when this reunion will occur, but they sense that it is possible, perhaps even likely. This shared anticipation is part of the magnetic pull guiding both of you toward the upcoming moment. Imagine the instant your eyes meet again. The rush of memory, the gentle pull of familiarity, the awareness that something inside you recognizes them even before your mind forms the words. Recognition is its own kind of dialogue, silent but powerful, carried through expression and energy rather than speech. In that suspended moment, the connection between you has the opportunity to expand, to move beyond possibility into experience. The angels describe this meeting as a juncture where fate and free will intertwine. Fate brings the opportunity, free will determines how you respond. Human beings often underestimate the power of brief encounters, assuming that only prolonged interactions can change our lives. Yet many of the most influential moments are the ones that unfold quickly, touching us deeply and then retreating before we fully understand them. These moments plant seeds that grow quietly in the background of our consciousness, influencing our thoughts, our hopes, and the paths we choose. This encounter has become one such seed in your life. What seemed inconsequential in the moment has grown into a subtle but persistent question, a wondering about what might have been, and what could still come to be. Your guardian angels now offer a prayer on your behalf as you stand on the threshold of this unfolding story. May your journey be illuminated by serendipitous encounters and by moments that shape your path with clarity and purpose. May you recognize the divine sparks that appear in your life, guiding you toward connections that hold meaning, depth, and growth. May the threads of fate weave experiences into your life that bring companionship, warmth, shared laughter, and understanding. As your angels lead you gently forward, they ask that you remain open to the possibilities that your upcoming encounter may hold. This openness allows the universe to guide you effectively, aligning you with opportunities that reflect your readiness for connection. Every person who leaves an imprint on your life carries with them a potential role in your growth. The spark exchanged with this stranger holds the promise of a story that has not yet been fully written, a story enriched by shared moments and mutual discovery. Hold faith in the synchronicities that appear along your path, for they are signposts marking the way toward your most fulfilling experiences. The reunion ahead is more than a coincidence, it is an invitation to explore the deeper meaning within your own journey, guided by intuition, supported by fate, and illuminated by the quiet wisdom of your guardian angels. Your special someone has their attention fixed on you, even if it hasn't always felt that way. Beneath the surface, they care for you far more deeply than their recent silence or distance might suggest. The space that has grown between you hasn't come from neglect or disinterest, rather, it has arisen from their desire to heal the parts of themselves they've long carried quietly. They want you to understand that their withdrawal is not rejection but a form of self-preservation, a necessary pause so they can work through emotional and mental challenges that they may not have fully acknowledged until now. This healing is significant, transformative, and, in many ways, inspired by you. You have become a motivating force for them, a reminder of what is worth growing for and what they aspire to build. They long to provide for you in more than the traditional sense. While material stability matters to them, it is emotional presence, reliability, safety, and genuine connection that they feel called to offer most. They are preparing to show up as the best version of themselves, someone capable of supporting you through moments of joy as well as the inevitable storms. They envision a future where they can meet you with clarity rather than confusion, confidence rather than hesitation, and love rather than fear. As they undergo this personal transformation, they anticipate being able to give you more affection, more warmth, and more emotional availability than ever before. At the same time, they are on a powerful journey of self-love. They are learning not just how to care for another person but how to acknowledge and honor their own feelings, desires, and vulnerabilities. In the past, they may not have been entirely truthful, either with you nor with themselves, because facing their emotions felt overwhelming or unfamiliar. They may have suppressed their reactions or avoided honest conversations simply because they didn't know how to navigate them. Still, your connection has acted as a mirror, reflecting back to both of you aspects of yourselves that needed recognition, healing, and appreciation. Through this mirroring, each of you has been prompted to grow, to understand who you are, and to recognize the deeper significance of your bond. Your partner feels a sincere desire to explore this emotional connection more deeply. They want to show you authenticity, fairness, and vulnerability. Their time alone has not been wasted, they have faced uncomfortable truths, gained important insights, and realized just how genuine their feelings for you truly are. You might intuitively sense their inner work, noticing subtle shifts in their energy or behavior. They see your love as something divinely guided, almost as if the universe has intentionally placed you in their life. To them, your connection holds a spiritual quality that reassures them they are on the right path. Because of this, they are embracing patience, recognizing that the two of you may have drifted slightly off course but can still realign in a harmonious way. Their ideal vision of the connection mirrors the symbolism of the Two of Cups, a bond founded on equality, reciprocity, and mutual respect. They see you as a true equal, someone capable of walking side by side with them through life's challenges and celebrations. They value the sacredness of what you share and are committed to supporting your dreams, your growth, and your well-being. Together, you bring balance to each other, like yin and yang, complementary forces that create stability, groundedness, and harmony. They feel ready to open their heart fully, to communicate honestly, and to allow themselves to be seen. More insights will continue to unfold, but for now, know that their love is real, their intentions are sincere, and their journey is leading them back to you with greater strength and clarity than before.